welcome to Cloud Cape Coast once again. Um, we are on the learning phase. My name is George. Welcome. And if you're new here, go ahead and subscribe and hit the like button. Today's video is going to be about connecting um, a private EC2 to S3 bucket, and we're going to do that by using the VPC gateway. And when you talk about the VPC gateway, is one of the services um, in the PrivateLink. So endpoint gateway and interface gateway. They are some of the services in the PrivateLink session. You can connect S3 buckets. You can connect to DynamoDB with VPC gateway endpoints, and you can connect to SaaS environments, applications with interface gateway. So this is the architecture of what we are going to do. For us to save some time, I've already gone ahead to create all of this, everything except for the S3 bucket and the VPC gateway endpoint. But I have created a VPC. I didn't give this CIDR range, but I gave it 10.0.0.0/16. I have been able to create the subnets. I've created the internet gateway so that it's going to connect to the internet. I've also created route tables for both the private IP address and the public IP addresses, and also created a public EC2 and private EC2, and being able to SSH from the public EC2 into the private EC2, because if we are going to connect this internally, then we have to connect through the private EC2, but we cannot connect directly because this does not have the internet gateway, or it does not have internet at all. So let's say, so we have to create the VPC, get the internet gateway, connect the public EC2 to the VPC that we're going to use so that it can access, and then set the security group that it can SSH into anywhere. And then when we are setting the security group for the private IP, we just custom it to this CIDR range over here, which is 10.0.0.0/16. So let's go to the environment and take a look at it. I can also say that, let me bring the photo up. So when we finish with everything and we create the VPC gateway endpoint, automatically AWS will give you this this route over here. So this PL is prefix links, which is given. So we're going to see everything live in action. Let's go to the environment and take a look at it. So there we go. So the name of the VPC that I created already, like I said, I've done everything for the sake of time, because I didn't want to create a new VPC. Then I'll create all these. It's like 10:41 p.m. right now. I have to go to sleep and then be able to go to work in the morning. So I've created our VPC and I've created our route table over here for the private subnet and the public subnet. So the VPC is named VPC Cape. That is like the first word for Cloud Cape Coast, right? so I just named it VPC Cape. So you can name your VPC anyhow you want it. So, and I created an internet gateway, which is VPC Cape IGW, and then I created the route tables and created a public subnet and a private subnet for that. So when we come over here, we are in the same um, region. So I created two EC2s. So I've stopped them. Let me go ahead and start these EC2s. I stopped them because I created them earlier and I didn't want them to be on, so that because I have to put my kids to sleep and the lights went off for a minute, and so I didn't want them to be running, so I stopped them. So now I'm going to put them on at the moment. And one is running, and also I have attached the IP to it. So um, let's try to connect to the public EC2. So you see, so this one has a public IP address, but because this one is private, it does not have a private IP address, but it does have it does not have a public IP address, but it does have a private IP address. So we are going to connect to this right now. So I'll go to the public and copy this public IP address over here, come over here and paste it here, and then SSH, and go and get the private PBK. Open it. There we go. So we are in. So I'm going to say EC2 user, and boom. So we are in there. We are in the public EC2. We're going to SSH into the private. I've already done this. I had to copy the PEM key. I have to create a file, a Vim file, and then put the PEM key, like everything in there. If you go to one of the videos that I have made, I started from the beginning and I did everything, and we were able to create a PEM key. But I think I have to just take my time to do it again, or do a short, YouTube short, to show how it is done. And then I'll go to EC2 user and add, and we're going to go to the private, and copy the private IP address. Like I said, I've done this already, so we're just gonna go straight. So boom, there we go. So we are in the private EC2, which is 10.0.1.175, and we have 10.0.1.175. So we are in there. So the only thing that we have to start doing right now is create an S3 bucket. So we're going to start the video right now because I just had to show you the environment, and I've already created everything that we need to, and connected it, SSH into it and everything. So this video is, we are connecting a VPC gateway endpoint to an S3 bucket. So we are trying to connect a VPC gateway endpoint to an S3 bucket, and also try to see if we can download an image, upload an image to the S3 bucket, and then download it. So we are going to do a couple of good stuff today. So let's go ahead and search for S3. So So I have not created any bucket yet. So we'll go ahead and say create bucket and general purposes. So with my S3 bucket, I'm going to name it VPC Cape S3. Oh, let me see. My S3. Okay. And at the moment, I'm just going to keep like everything default and then go ahead and create the S3 bucket. What? This one too? Wow. Somebody has taken my VPC cable. Okay, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 8. Again. Oh, so it's saying bucket name must not contain uppercase. Okay. S3. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so there you go. So there you go. So we have created our S3 bucket. So I mean, we should even, let's try to see, because this name over here is very important. So I'll go ahead and create let's go to the bucket over here. I'll go inside and upload an image. And I would say add a file. I'll just go ahead and upload like any image that comes by. These are some of the Azure certifications that I've done, but I'm doing now. Okay, it's difficult. I just don't want to upload anything that. Okay, so there's an image that says vpc.png. I'm gonna choose that one because we're dealing with AWS. I'll choose this one, vpc png. I'll choose that one and click on upload. So boom, so we have, say, successful over here. So we have our image over there. So now, so the bucket that we've created, the EC2 cannot connect to it or anything like that, like cannot reach it or anything. So the best thing that we have to do is create an IAM role for the EC2. So we go to IAM, and go straight to roles. We're going to create a role. Yes, we're doing it for AWS services. We're going to choose EC2 over here. Scroll all the way down. Click on next. Going to go to S3. And with this one, we're just going to use the read-only, S3 read-only. There are a lot of S3 roles. We're going to choose S3 read-only access. Go to next. Role name. S3 row for EC2. Okay, so I think everything is good. I'm going to create the row. So the row has been created, and the best way to add this row to the EC2 is to come over and select the private EC2, go to actions, go to the security, modify IAM, and search for the row S3 row for EC2 and update it right here. So it has been connected to that. Okay, so that's about it. But we cannot still even let's try and see, because we are in the private. Let's see if we can access or copy the image. AWS S3 CP. CP is like Linux, like copy, like CP in Linux. You copy CP if you want to move your MV and all that. So, and then we go to the S3. Let's go and see let's click on the image. And we can copy the whole image over here. So this is just, we like we've done the AWS CLI, that's the correct part. AWS S3 copy, and then we put this one over here, and let's say we're copying it to home, to the home. So we just put a dot over here. Let's click on it. No, unknown. So it has not connected yet. Yes. So my EC2 does not have the internet to connect to the S3. So of course we are going to go directly to do the endpoint. So let's go to VPC, scroll down. Let me remove myself to the right. Scroll down, and we can see, I just want you to look, PrivateLink. Okay, and these, we're getting started, endpoints, endpoint services, and all that, all the good stuff that you can do over here is right here. So all these are very important. So we go to endpoint. Of course I don't have any, so we create endpoints over here. Yes, endpoints, AWS, and then services. So I'll just name it VPC Cape S3 endpoint. Of course, we're going over here and we search for S3. Search for S3 endpoint. So you see, so we have gateway and interface. Like I said, gateway and interface, private links, and all of that, man. You probably use gateway or you use interface. So gateway, like endpoint gateway, you can connect it to the S3 backend, just like we are doing all these services. And you can also connect it to, DynamoDB, all the good stuff. Internet interface gateway, connected to the SaaS environment. And I'm going to create some videos about it in the future. Maybe my next video should be connecting to a SaaS environment, or the custom DNS that I purchased. So I'll choose this one over here. Scroll down, and then it's going to ask to choose a VPC, and we have already created our VPC key. I'll choose that one. You go down, and then which VPC private subnet is it? I'll just choose the private subnet. Scroll down a little bit, and then all of it is going to be the default, which is going to give full access to the service. And then we're going to create it. So there we go. So we are here. So let's go to the route table to see if everything that I am doing is good. Let's refresh it. I'm going to choose the private. Go to my route. There we go. So I have the PL over there. The PL over here is the prefix list, which AWS will automatically give it to us. So let's try and see if we can copy it and see. So I'm having an issue over here, which is saying that unknown. So I'm having some issues over here. Okay, let's go to the S3 bucket to see if I have the S3, if I have the correct path. Copy it again and try it again. Yes, S3, simply. S directory. I have an error over here, so I'm going to work on that. I'm going to do Ctrl L to clear it out. I'm going to do AWS S3 CP. So what I've done is I uploaded another file into the S3. And that worked. So let me see, ls. So you can see that we have the file inside the private EC2. So this file right here, let's go to the backends. So this file, the second one, was not working. I don't know if it's because of the space or anything like that, but I uploaded this 5.png, and that worked. That's what we see over here. So the only thing that really was needed was the file to be copied, and we've basically done everything until that instant. So we tried. I mean, if you are not able to troubleshoot to know, hey, what's going on with why is it not working and all that, you have to be able to. So because it's even like my first time creating an S3 bucket and uploading an image into it. Mostly I don't want to pay for anything, so I'm not working with services that I have to pay something about it. So that have to pay money on it. So right after this video, I am going to delete everything. If it was Terraform, I would say destroy everything. So um, so basically that was it. So we have connected to it, and we are able to copy the image from S3 into the EC2. So there you go. So you can see it over here. So we've done something. We've worked with PrivateLink, that is gateway endpoint, and in the future we're going to work with interface endpoints. So our understanding is becoming clear, and this has really helped us a lot. This has really helped me a lot, and I'm learning a lot about it. So thank you so much for watching. Just go ahead and subscribe, and like, and let me know what are some of my flaws and all that. Yes, sir. Alrighty. Y'all have a good night.